Good morning, students. This is class 11th, subject chemistry, chapter 1, and this is solution of assignment number 1. So, question number 1 was, what is one atomic mass unit? Solution is 1 atomic mass unit is equal to 1/12 of the mass of an atom of carbon 12. After that, second question is that which isotope is used for getting relative atomic masses? So answer is carbon 12. Question number 3. What is limiting reactant in a reaction? The reactant which reacts completely in a reaction is called limiting reactant. Question number 4. Iron and oxygen combine to form 3 oxides FeO, Fe2O3, Fe3O4. Which law does it prove? So answer is law of multiple proportion. After that, question number 5. Write down the empirical formula of acetic acid. Now, molecular formula of acetic acid is CH3COOH. If you will write it in another way, then it will be C2H4O2 in combined state, and empirical formula is CH2O. That means the simplest formula of CH3COOH is CH2O. After that, question number 6. Briefly explain the difference between accuracy and precision. So accuracy, if the average value of different measurements is close to the correct value, then the measurement is said to be accurate. But if the values of the different measurements are close to each other and hence close to the average value, the measurement is said to be precise. Question number 7. Copper oxide obtained by heating copper carbonate or copper nitrate contains copper and oxygen in the same ratio by mass. What law is illustrated by this observation? State the law. So this is law of definite proportion, which states that a chemical compound is always found to be made up of the same elements combined together in the same fixed proportion by mass. Now question number 8 is, under what condition the zeros in a number are significant? When 0 is present between two non-zero numbers, and if a number ends in zeros but these zeros are to the right of the decimal point. For example, 2003, in which two zeros are present between 2 and 3. So these zeros are also considered as significant figure. In second example, 2.00, if zeros are present to the right hand side of the decimal point, then these zeros are also considered as significant figure. Question number 9. What are the different methods used for expressing the concentration of a solution? So there are different methods by which you can determine concentration of a solution, and these are molarity, molality, mole fraction, mass percentage, etc. Question number 10. What is difference between molarity and molality? So molarity is defined as number of moles of solute per liter of solution, and it changes with temperature. On the other hand, molarity is defined as the number of moles of solute per kg of solvent, and it does not change with temperature. Question number 11. What is the effect of temperature on molarity and molality? So molarity change with temperature as volume of solution change with temperature. But there will be no effect of temperature on molality because mass does not change with temperature. Question number 12. What mass of slaked lime would be required to decompose completely 4 gram of ammonium chloride? And what would be the mass of calcium chloride? So first of all, we will write chemical equation for this. So according to chemical equation, calcium hydroxide, which is slaked lime, when it combines with ammonium chloride NH4Cl, it gives calcium chloride plus ammonia plus water molecule. Now we will balance this equation. Now we will write this in terms of gram. Calcium hydroxide is present in 1 mole amount. Okay, so 1 mole is equal to 74 gram. You can simply calculate molecular mass of calcium hydroxide. It will comes equal to 74 gram. Then 2 moles of ammonium chloride is equal to 107 gram. Again we are calculating here molecular mass of 2 moles of ammonium chloride. Calcium chloride is 111 gram and 2 moles of ammonia is 34 gram. 2 moles of water is equal to 36 gram. So here first we will calculate the mass of calcium hydroxide which is required to decompose 4 gram of ammonium chloride. So in these type of question, first of all you have to compare amount of reactants according to chemical equation. So from the equation you can clearly see here that 107 gram of ammonium chloride completely reacts with 74 gram of calcium hydroxide. Now 1 gram of ammonium chloride, it will decompose amount of calcium hydroxide is equal to, that will be 74 by 107. And in question 4 gram of ammonium chloride is given. So 4 gram of ammonium chloride will be decomposed by calcium hydroxide is equal to 74 by 107 into 4. That is equal to 2.766 gram. Now we have to tell that what amount of calcium chloride will form. So here we will compare reactant with amount of product. Okay, so 74 gram of calcium hydroxide when react with 107 gram of ammonium chloride, it gives 111 gram of calcium chloride. So by using unitary method we can calculate that 1 gram of ammonium chloride when reacted with calcium hydroxide, then it will produce 111 divided by 107 calcium chloride. And if 4 gram of ammonium chloride react with calcium hydroxide, then it will produce 111 divided by 107 into 4 gram of calcium chloride, which is equal to 4.15 gram. So this is question number 12. Now question number 13 is calculate the amount of calcium hydroxide required to remove hardness of 50,000 liters of well water which has been found to contain 1.62 gram of calcium bicarbonate per 10 liter. You see, calcium bicarbonate is present in water which cause hardness, and we are using here calcium hydroxide to remove the hardness of water. Now in this question it is given that 1.62 gram of calcium bicarbonate per 10 liter is present. So here we will find out here that total calcium bicarbonate which is present in 10 liter of water which contain calcium carbonate, it is given in question that it is equal to 1.62 gram. So in 1 liter of water calcium carbonate present is 1.62 divided by 10. Again we are using unitary method. So in 50,000 liter of water calcium bicarbonate present is 1.62 divided by 10 into 50,000 gram, which is equal to 8100 gram. That means 8100 gram. Okay, so 8100 gram of calcium carbonate is present. Sorry, calcium bicarbonate is present. Now in second part we will do calculation of lime which is required. So first of all we will write chemical equation that calcium bicarbonate will react with 1 mole of calcium hydroxide and it will give 2 moles of calcium carbonate and 2 moles of water. So here calcium bicarbonate is present in 1 mole and 1 mole is equal to 162 gram here. You can simply calculate molar mass of calcium bicarbonate which is equal to 162 gram. Again 1 mole of calcium hydroxide is equal to 74 gram. Okay, so now we will compare these amount. So 162 gram of calcium bicarbonate required lime, that is calcium hydroxide, is equal to 74 gram. So 1 gram calcium bicarbonate require calcium hydroxide is equal to 74 divided by 162 gram. And 8100 gram of calcium bicarbonate will require lime, that is calcium hydroxide, is equal to 74 divided by 162 into 8100 gram, which is equal to 3700 gram, or we can say 3.7 kilogram. So this is how you can calculate amount of calcium bicarbonate which is required to completely react with slaked lime. Now question number 14 is, calculate the percentage of water crystallization in the sample of blue vitriol copper sulfate dot 5 molecules of H2O. So in this you have to calculate percentage of water. First of all, we will calculate total molar mass of copper sulfate dot 5 H2O. That is, here atomic mass of copper is 63.5, sulfur 32, and oxygen 16, hydrogen 1, oxygen 16. So here you will simply put the values and it will comes equal to 249.5. Now number of parts by mass of water. As you can see here that total molar mass of water is 18 and 5 molecules of water are present. So 5 into 18 is equal to 90. So now we will calculate percentage of water. So 90 divided by total molecular mass of blue vitriol, that is copper sulfate dot 5 H2O, that is 249.5 into 100. It is equal to 36.07%. Question number 15. Calculate the molarity of water if density is 1000 kg per meter cube. So here molarity of water means number of moles of water in 1 liter of water. And we know that 1 liter of water is equal to 1000 centimeter cube, or you can write it equal to 1000 gram. Now 1000 gram of water, you can write it in terms of mole, that is given mass divided by molar mass. So here given amount is 1000 gram and molar mass of water is 18. Okay, so it will comes equal to 55.56 moles, and molarity of water is number of moles per liter. So here number of moles is 55.56 and we are calculating molarity here per liter. So answer will be 55.56 mole per liter. So this is answer of assignment number 1. Okay. Now if you have any queries, you can ask me in comment box. Like and subscribe this channel. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day. So this is solution of assignment number 1. If you have any doubt or queries, you can ask me in comment box. Thank you and have a nice day.